Alright, on this piece of paper is the grand plan.
And I'm right back on Rodeo. Still got some boys on the payroll. You niggas still tipping Carol. She with a P in LA at the condo. We bout to eat Maggiano.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's another day in the life of a real estate agent. Well, I forgot who I was for a second. First decision we gotta make, because every day is full of decision, is which one we're gonna wear. I'm gonna go with the Prezi because it matches my shirt and my eyes. So we're gonna rock this one today. We got a fun day in store. We're gonna go to the office a little bit. First we're gonna grab the 720. So I've not vlogged in a long time. The last video you saw is me car shopping. What you don't know is I already bought the car, drove it for 10,000 miles, sold the car, bought 2 different cars, and now we have a 720, right? So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna hit the office, get a little work done. I got a couple of calls to make. We actually have a few deals closing tomorrow. We're buying one, selling one, and we gotta make sure everything's aligned. Then we're gonna go suit shopping, then we're gonna get some lunch, make some money, and then later today we're switching cars and we're going to the ghetto because we have an off-market seller to meet. So let's get it popping.
Uber X to Hidden Hills, give me something I can feel. If they come to Hidden Hills, they gon' know the deal. We just right there up the road, you can hit it with a stone. I be out here on my own.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we just got coffee, morning ritual here. Now we're on our way to the office. Big news on the office. What the office you're gonna see today is the office we got last year. I've grown that space already. So now we're moving on to a damn near 6,000 square foot office. It's gonna cost us 11 grand a month, which is a completely unnecessary expense right now. However, so was the first office, but we grew into it, we grew past it. So that's the goal. We're gonna go to work, do some work. I got some cold calls to make, and then we'll see where the day takes us.
Every time I pop out in a new whip, getting you wet, niggas ain't running off with my new drill.
So we made it to the office. My email is already blowing up. So let's go inside, see what's popping, what's going on. Let's see who's here, and then make some goddamn money. All right. On this piece of paper is the grand plan. All right, here's how it works. So first and foremost, I'm AG, okay? And I'm a big believer in, instead of like learning everything, finding the people that already know it and bringing them the opportunities they need to do what they do best. For example, I flip homes. Don't ask me the construction questions. I don't want to know about construction. I want to know what things cost. From that point on, I can determine the price to pay for something, give it to my business partners who are great contractors, and let them work, right? So I'm taking that same model, expanding on it, and then adding a new layer. So let me explain. Let's go into the light. AG, that's me. From here, we got my flip business. Now I need 4 people that I'm gonna feed 10 flips a year to. That means we're not gonna have to deal with overworking one contractor. We're not gonna have to deal with like all that other extra bullshit that comes with it. Any contract can handle 10 projects a year. Super easy. That means I'm getting projects done fast, cheap, and efficiently. We love it. So we do 10 of those. Do 50-50 splits. I'm bringing the deal, they're doing the work. I'm making 20K pop. All this really means is I just did a 40K profit margin per deal. Because some deals you're gonna make 20 on, some deals you're gonna make 80 on, but for my business, 45, 50 is where we settle, so I said 40, right? If I do that with 4 people, I'm making $800,000 in my pocket every year. Here's the key. I'm not on a construction site. I'm never going to Home Depot. I'm not doing that damn thing, so I have actual freedom. That's kind of the whole point of this thing. I don't want to be making $2-3 million a year working 70 hours a week. I might as well just not do that. I can't enjoy my money. Second branch is development. We're getting into development now, right? And I'm doing the same thing. Instead of learning how to build from ground up, I'm gonna find people that have been building for 10, 5, 15 years that know every step of the way, right? And they're not gonna make the mistakes I would make that cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm going to bring them the opportunities. I'm gonna take half the profit because I'm bringing the money to the table, right? If I could find 3 partners, of which I've already found 2, right? And I can bring each of them 5 projects a year. Each one makes about $200,000, which is really low end for building a new development, right? I keep 50% of the profits. That means I'm making $500,000 per partnership. That means I'm making 1.5 million here, 800,000 here, and then this right here, glued to the whole plan. This is my coaching program, which I'm gonna tell you about right now. So here's what I do. I teach all my students how to go out here and source deals, finance them, everything like that, right? So this being the lowest income stream, you're wondering, is it even worth doing? No, the benefit is I teach students how to do this. And then when they find a great opportunity, guess what? I solve all the problems moving forward. Don't have a contractor, don't have the funds, don't know what I'm doing. Perfect. Students partner with me, we do the flip. Students partner with me, we do the development. And this is how basically I bridge the gap and I bring opportunities to everybody. So over the weekend. Mind you, I'm doing Lent. I'm not drinking, and this is not my environment. I'm a lounge guy. I go to nice dinners. I get home, right? But a couple of hooligans in the circle wanted to go out and drink and party, so we did. And after the drinking and partying, they're like, we should go to an adult theater. Gentleman's club. Let's call it a gentleman's club, right?
That's right.
I'm sober. I'm like, you know what? I got a big bro this. I got to go chaperone. I don't want to be there, but it is what it is. We get there. Obviously, you know, the employees come to talk to you, right? At a gentleman's club. So I'm ducking and weaving. Because I'm not trying to do anything. And then this one young lady sits next to me. She's like, finds out my age. I've been making up lies the whole time, by the way. My name was James, and I was in project management and construction. And she's like, well, since you're 30, what advice would you give me as a younger person? I'm like, no way! I've turned into that guy, like the old guy, like, well, you know, when you want to make sure you get out of here, you know, you want to pursue your goals, you know.
What did you tell her?
I was like, well, where do you want to be? Like, I can't tell you, like, I can give you advice based on where you want to go, right? If you want to be the best, I'm a dancer.
Employee.
If you want to be employee of the month, that's different advice, right? And she's like, well, I want to be a millionaire in the next 5 years. I was like,
on the phone, start dialing.
That's literally what I said. I'm like, how are you gonna get that? She's like, I have this, like, she has some makeup thing she wanted to create. I'm like, all right, so you're gonna create a product that never existed, that people don't know exists, and you just sell it. It's a $40 product, so you just sell it at mass volume, and you have the most competition. Do you know how to do any of that? She was like, no. I'm like, why don't you get into sales instead? Right? And then she goes like, well, how am I gonna, I just tell her, I'm like, just start selling shit, like, it's so much easier, and then you'll go from there. And then that was pretty much it. And then she was like, if I could sell 25 a day, I can make $1 million a year. I've been reading this book about becoming a millionaire in 12 months. I said, I'm like, you're destined for failure. If you have a goal of becoming $1 million in 12 months and you're starting here, I don't think you're gonna make it, young lady.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it?
Okay, I think you should. That mindset is setting up for failure, because it took me 10 years. Like, you are not gonna make it.
Yeah.
She's like, no, the book says I can. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, do you have an Instagram? You give great advice. I was like, sure. And then she's like, what the fuck? I was like, you thought I was Cap?
Yeah.
And then same old. Like, do you buy gas? I'm like, no. Have a great day, please. And then she's like, why? I'm like, you know, principal, I feel like you hustling me. I'm like, I get hustled. Have a blessed day.
What did she say?
She's like, you right.
You right.
Styling, no. Dissing, but got pictures with me smiling, no. All the things you need, you still want problems, though. All the things I know, I still been silent, though.
Alright, so we just got the final word. We're officially got the landlord to agree to our new place. We got 5,800 square feet, fully furnished, 5 private suites, beautiful corner suite, windows everywhere. It's gonna be magical. But this was a learning experience, because first and foremost, they wanted 14 G's a month. We had to get that thing down. Then they wanted like first they gave me no early termination, and they had all these little, you know, clause in the contract. So I actually learned a lot about commercial leases. Thankfully, we're in real estate. I know a lot of real estate professionals, so I actually sent this out to a bunch of people and ChatGPT, and then I was able to like get the corrections I need, and finally we came to an agreement, and we are going to be moving into our beautiful space. So in 3 vlogs from now, we will open the place up, but we're very excited, incredibly nervous. This is a completely unnecessary financial hardship that we're putting ourselves under. However, if you don't do that, you can't grow, right? So if you don't have the space, why would you grow? Now that we have the space, we have to grow, otherwise the space is useless. So I'm very excited. But now we have to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do with this place.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Because we have a lease here until February of 2027, and this is where I learned, because we don't have an early termination clause in this lease. We outgrew it. We never even... Listen, we got this office, so that way I'd have a place for students to visit once a month, and then Mao would have a place for his agents to visit once a month. This basically might as well be a brokerage office at this point, you know? So we didn't expect this to happen, so it is what it is. So we never put in an early termination clause. It was like $2,500 a month. Now we have to either sublease it or just bite the bullet at this point. We're gonna sublease it. We ain't biting the bullet. Fuck that. So yeah, that's that. Exciting news. Finish up these emails, hop into Claren, and we're gonna go do some suit shopping.
And I'm right back on deal. Still got some boys on the payroll.
Alright team, so basically we came to the city, we did not buy a suit, no wait for too long. We did get some of our CRM stuff done, we scheduled a closing, and now we have a 55-minute drive back home to switch cars so we could go to the ghetto. In the meantime, I gotta actually call and confirm that we still have this appointment.
7.
Okay, I sent him a text. Now, let's have us a good time before we hit traffic. We're in the city in the 720, and I just find it funny. If you're on Instagram, you feel like everybody got a Lambo, everyone's got something, right? I'm in a major city, in the middle of a major city. Where's the nicest car here? So if you feel behind, or if you feel like you have something that other people don't have, so you know right now, nobody got that shit. Just because 5 people on Instagram have it and you keep seeing their videos, does not mean everyone's in Lambos, G-Wagons, and fucking McLarens or whatever the fuck, you know?
Can you kind of give like an update of where you've been ever since your last?
Well, give me one moment, please. Appreciate you.
Alright, I'll keep posted. Bye.
Bye-bye. I've been so busy that I didn't even care that one of my listings fell out of market. 40, 45K profit just disappeared out of thin air. But that's okay. You're asking about what has changed. What has changed is the amount of volume we're doing. The last time you guys seen me, I was like, my goal was to do 30 flips. Not only we hit that goal, now we're surpassing that goal. This year alone, we've sold like 8. And it's March. I currently own another 18 homes. So obviously, no matter what happens, we're gonna do it. We're buying another 3 this month. So right now, business is absolutely booming. I was super car shopping when you guys last saw me. I bought an R8, sold it. Bought a G-Wagon, still have it. And then I sold the R8 to get into this 720. Obviously, we're gonna crack $1 million this year. Life is absolutely good. I've been traveling. I've been locking in. I've been learning. I've been failing. But now I've been profiting, so life is good, bro. So we had a 5 o'clock appointment in the ghetto, but I decided today's not the day we end up in the ghetto. I didn't want to switch cars, so we canceled that. Now we're here actually in an A-class location. I bought this deal with one of my students. He bought it to me from a wholesaler, and it's one of those like strategic partnerships I always talk about. He does the work himself, so where the deal was super small before, saved us a lot of money on labor. It ends up being a deal that's worth doing, and it actually might make us like 50 to 60,000 instead of like 30. So we'll see how it works. Let's go inside, take a quick see-poo.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good. Is Sebastian here?
No.
No?
I gotta go maybe 5 minutes.
No worries, we'll be out of here.
Go and go back.
Okay, no worries. So we're gonna do nothing here. These are our carpets. These will be put in tomorrow. Oh God, these are the cheapest carpets I've ever seen.
Oh, hell no, man. What the
We may have to get rid of this. See, this is like 600 to 800 bucks to replace, especially if you know someone can do the labor. If you can't replace it, curtain will get the job done, so we're not gonna do shit. So obviously it was already pretty clean, so we kept it pretty clean. We'll be painting all this. Looks like it maybe was painted or stripped off or whatever. Oh yeah, they already put the padding down. That's actually fire. Look at this. I'm gonna pray to God that we're replacing this. I don't think we are. Really nice bathroom. Hindsight, sure, probably got a new vanity. It's too late now. It is what it is.
Lots of stuff over here.
Nice little bedroom. And we have another one around the corner. It's the master. Great choice on the flooring. Great choice. This place is gonna look fire. Oh, we gotta resurface this tub. Okay, let me text them. See? This is why it's always good to walk your projects on time. So now we'll get somebody over here to resurface this tub. I was gonna say, how is this stained? But I forgot it's a bifold. Okay, so we'll move on. Let me check out the other tub, low key. It is not.
It's pretty much your everyday life, huh?
Yeah, and we imagine we have 18 of these. Not all of them are this simple. Obviously some we have like this projects I'm like 100K deep and it just never stops. And there's projects like this that I love. All right, I just still think it's absolutely wild. 4 years ago, I was selling real estate. I think my production at the time was like 7.3 million. I thought I was on top of the world. I made $200,000. We'll make that in April. Isn't that crazy? You should go hit oldest to newest videos and you'll see where I started. The bottom is where it was. Now, we're at level 1 at the top. Oh.
We're getting a new door. Did you see my dad there?
That was your dad?
Yeah, that was my dad.
Oh my God, bro, I didn't know. I said hello, he goes like, I'm gonna go in 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, I thought you had hired somebody, I don't know.
No, that's my dad.
Fuck, I feel so disrespectful now. Should I go back?
No, you're fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
I mean, I said hello, I wasn't rude.
I'll just tell him.
Okay.
I'll just tell him.
Okay. My as well just drop, you know when you're drinking something and you drop a coffee?
Oh, yeah.
I just dropped this one.
Right.
Yeah.
You got me in the daze, illusion makes me sway. I'm caught up in you now, I'm tempted to stay.
Come me looking at me, I can me say you want me. When you gonna give it up to me? Because your body enticing me, making me want it.
This is the end of our day. It's 5:42. We have a lot of shit to do. I gotta run. We're basically gonna open a laptop for 30 minutes, call back everybody whose phones I didn't answer because we were absolutely just murdering the roads. And now it's time to clock back in. I got about 18 minutes before the next meeting, so let's go. Like, comment, subscribe.